Today is July 8th, 2025. I'm here at the Klamathon Bridge on the Klamath Water. I just checked the CFS for this morning and it's currently 970. Thought I'd kind of come up today and see what the river was looking like. You can see it's still got that brown-green tint to it. Could start to see more of the rocks in the river since the water is dropping. This is what it's looking like downstream. You can see there's some sort of vegetation and it looks like there could be some algae growing. But that right there kind of gives you a good idea what the color is. It's a brown-green tint. You can see some greenery floating down, I'm not sure exactly what. It's a little bit of clarity, but not a lot in the water. Not like there was when we were up at Kopko last week. So there's no cars, so I'm going to flip around and we'll go look upstream. It's a little hazy today. We had thunderstorms come through again yesterday afternoon. Had some new fire sparks. We've had a lot of little fires here lately with all these thunderstorms. But you can see that's like the beach area where people typically get out of the river here. That's looking upstream. You can see there must be a tree that got wedged up against that tree. It's becoming more visible now. So this is what it's looking like from on top of the bridge. So I'm going to pause it and we're going to head down below. As I'm standing here, I'm just kind of watching in the water and it looks like there's a lot of algae pieces floating down the river. I'll see if I can get some more of them as they come by. I'll pause it until I can see some more. Here. You can see some algae right there floating down the river. I've seen a lot of little pieces floating down. Trying to get some of it before they float underneath the bridge. But you can actively see algae floating down the river. So I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna head down below. Okay, so we're down here at the bottom. You can see that we're lively with birds this morning. This is kind of what it's looking like down here. I always like to come over here to this section to see what this is looking like, because before I would be able to see all the way down in. And it used to be deeper. This I think used to be about 2 or 3 feet deep, and there it used to be like a gravelly bottom. But you can see all the sediment that is still here. I can see some bigger rocks right here, so I'm not sure if they've been pushed down with these higher flows that we've had, especially this winter. But I can see a few rocks here. So I'll kind of make my way around. This is kind of what it's looking like upstream. The clarity here on the side isn't bad. It's got kind of a smell. You can kind of see the algae that's already growing. It looks like it's worse than the last time that I was up here. This is kind of what the beach area is looking like. You can still see all the sediment that's there. And like I stated before, this area used to look like this area here. And that area up there where it's all rocky and pebbly, there seems to be more sand that's been left behind. The smell kind of comes and goes, but there is some algae here. I can see one little bug swimming in the water. That's probably been the first that I've seen. And as I look out across the water, I don't see any bugs, little bugs, really flying above the water. I don't see any on the water here either. I just happened to see that one little tiny one in the water. I couldn't tell what it was. But if there was bugs, you should be able to see them. So let's see if I can see any other bugs in the water. I see a couple bugs right here above the water, right on the edge. Mosquitoes. I'm not really seeing any. Oh wait, there might be one, I can't tell. But I'm not really seeing any bugs in the water. And right here at the edge is kind of where like I said, I see the bugs. It looks like mosquitoes. So anyways, this is kind of what it's looking like at Klamathon Bridge. You can definitely tell that the flow is lower. You can start to see more rocks that are popping up. But this is what it's looking like this morning.